So today we're going to be fitting a radio in this W450 Smart Fortwo. It's an easy job, anyone can do it, but first don't forget to like, subscribe and share, help the channel grow, help us help more people. Let's get to it. So I've got a selection of tools here. Which ones will fit? I don't know yet. I suspect it's going to be these ones. So what we need these for are these little tabs on each side of the radio. What I'm going to start with doing is pulling this drawer out. There's a couple of tabs at the back that you push down with a screwdriver and it slides out, nice and simple. Radio out. That was nice and simple. Bit of a fight because of this key on this side. It didn't quite go in right somehow. Oh yeah, that would explain it. Yeah, it's gone in where it should, but yeah, either way it put up a fight coming out. The only reason I'm changing this is basically, well, it's outdated anyway, but it doesn't have the security key and I can't be bothered to pay for one. It's an old cassette radio. Why bother? I could probably get a radio key generator, but honestly don't really feel like it. Like Bluetooth connectivity, so I'm just going to fit a cheap Bluetooth radio, which should be here shortly, hopefully. The thing you will need for this job is one of these little fascia adapters. They're pretty cheap off eBay and Amazon. This one is a Incartech one. So if you can hear me, not sure how good the microphone is on this camera. We just put this in here and it should just clip in like so, and then the cage will actually help hold it in and it just finishes that up nicely. Now you don't need to take this tray out underneath, but you can if you want. I just did it because it gives me a little bit more room with getting the old radio out. This is the radio I've gone for. It's just a £26 cheap one off Amazon. It does look a bit cheap, but to be fair, I've had one in my BMW for about 2 months now and it's worked faultlessly for the whole time. So aside from looking a bit cheap, it does the job. I only want it to listen to music, so let's get on with fitting it. Let's do it this way. So these tangs normally end up stuck in there and you can easily break this little surround off of these. They are very cheap feeling, so it's best to just bang those tangs out a little bit and do it that way. So we'll get these tangs pushed back in so that when we fit the radio it actually holds it. I won't go too mad there. Let's just push these through here, and that surround will be annoying. This is where things may get a little bit fiddly if you're like me and your hands don't like to do what you want them to. Right, so do I have any confidence that this will actually stay where it should? Not really. If you want an easy installation, don't buy the stuff that I bought. I basically made the best of a bad situation here, which required a drill, an angle grinder and hopes and dreams. So we will see whether this actually stays in the dash or not. I don't think it will, to be honest, but it's only lightweight, so we'll see. So we've got that. In there, like so. Let's see if it turns on. we have white noise. Fantastic. Right, so we've got it on and working. Now, by the sounds of it, this sounds like it actually has the optional speaker boxes. I'll have to get under there and have a look, because that sounds like it has more depth than my old smart car, which actually had just the speakers screwed into the dash. So that's a bonus. Now I've just got to figure out why my car won't start.